Thanks for joining us today as we take a few minutes to explore how Tufin and Palo Alto networks work together to increase your security and compliance across the hybrid heterogeneous enterprise. Most enterprise Palo Alto deployments include at least one Panorama appliance managing an array of physical and virtual next-generation firewall devices. Each next-generation firewall device supports a wide variety of next-generation features, including App ID, Content ID, User ID, tags, DAGs, and more. In addition, many enterprises have deployed Cortex XSOAR to automate and orchestrate their security operations, including integrations into EDR, ITSM, threat intelligence, SIEM, and many other technologies. Tufin provides industry-leading integrations across the entire enterprise product stack, allowing enterprises to automate and orchestrate their security policy management, assure continuous policy compliance, and extend deep network visibility and network remediation into their security operations teams. Let's walk through some of the most common challenges our customers come to Tufin to solve and how we work with Palo Alto networks in each of these use cases to increase business efficiency and reduce risk. The first common challenge our customers face is achieving adequate visibility across their hybrid heterogeneous network. This lack of visibility allows risk and inefficiencies to go undetected and prevents enterprises from realizing the agility required to remain competitive in today's digital world. Tufin provides enterprises with unified policy visibility across a hybrid heterogeneous network regardless of the number of vendors or security enforcement points in place. This unified view significantly reduces the complexity of managing large enterprise networks and allows network administrators to quickly identify misconfigurations or policies which expose the network to unnecessary risk. Selecting any policy allows users to see detailed policy information. In addition to the policy itself, we can see additional information such as the rule's owner, rule certification information, when the rule was last hit, whether the rule is shadowed, and how permissive the rule is. From this view, we can also see if the rule creates any policy violations and any change requests associated with the rule, both of which we'll discuss in more detail shortly. Tufin's expansive device and policy visibility allows us to build a highly accurate network topology map, providing network administrators with an easy-to-understand way to visualize even the most complex networks. Zooming in, we can see some of the devices which make up our network and the ports and subnets through which they connect. Through this topology map, we can perform detailed path analysis queries, determining not only whether a path exists between any 2 points on the network, but also if the traffic will be permitted by policy. Clicking on any of the devices in the path, we can show the individual rule on the device which matched our simulated traffic. This can be an invaluable troubleshooting tool and is also useful for network optimization and audits. The second common challenge our customers face is maintaining a state of continuous compliance and audit readiness. Without a purpose-built process in place, audits can be a painful manual process filled with unwelcome surprises and undetected violations. Each time a policy change is made, a new policy revision is recorded within Tufin. This creates an auditable record of policies on each security enforcement point as they existed at any point in the past. In addition to viewing the policy base as it existed at a previous point, Tufin allows users to compare any 2 policy revisions, quickly identifying additions, modifications, and deletions that occurred between those 2 points in time. This capability is valuable not only for audits, but also for troubleshooting when a change may have had unintended consequences. Tufin's unified security policy allows enterprises to define security policy guardrails against which all security policies, regardless of vendor, will be assessed. Unified security policies may be based on regulations, standards, best practices, or the enterprise's own internal requirements, and multiple USPs can be enforced at the same time. Requirements such as blocked or allowed services, logging, comments, or a maximum number of objects can be defined on a per-zone basis. Each time a new policy revision is received by Tufin, it's checked against all active USPs to detect any potential risk or compliance violations. Violations can trigger immediate notification, allowing quick mitigation and allowing the enterprise to maintain a state of continuous compliance. Detailed and executive-level compliance reports are available in a variety of formats. Tufin's audit and compliance reports extend far beyond USP violations. Device audit, policy and rule analysis, best practices, and rule modification reports are just a few of the reports which can be generated as PDFs, CSVs, or accessed via our APIs. The third common challenge our customers face is providing a change management process which can adequately protect the enterprise from risk and compliance violations while enabling business agility required by today's modern businesses. Many enterprises are turning towards automation to enable digital transformation. However, automation must be planned and managed carefully to avoid introducing unintended complexity and risk. Tufin's change automation solution reduces manual processes, overcoming the challenges created by the growing complexity of today's hybrid networks while minimizing the chances of misconfigurations caused by human error. Tufin's APIs allow change automation to be incorporated into the DevOps process, balancing security and agility and enabling digital transformation. Each change request is assessed against the enterprise's unified security policies, allowing network teams to identify potential risk before it's provisioned to the policy base and ensuring a state of continuous compliance. The same advanced topology technology we saw previously can be used to design policy changes in even the most complex hybrid network. Tufin examines the change request to determine which security enforcement points will be impacted by the proposed change, then evaluates existing security policies at each point to determine what changes need to be made. This single automated step can save network engineers hours in designing complex changes and removes the human error variable from the process. Once designed and approved, Tufin can automatically provision policy changes to each enforcement point immediately or during the next scheduled change window. Tufin's customizability allows enterprises to easily create workflows to match existing change control processes with varying levels of automation. Multiple workflows can be created, providing flexibility to cover multiple use cases. Tufin can also be integrated with leading ITSM solutions such as ServiceNow to allow enterprises to continue using their existing change request processes while still realizing all the benefits of Tufin. The final common challenge we'll look at today is how to reduce the barriers that often exist between security and network operations teams. When investigating potential security incidents, security operations teams rely on network topology and policy information to make informed response decisions. In today's dynamic enterprise networks, static network information provided to security teams quickly becomes outdated. When a network response is required, security teams often rely on network operations to perform these changes quickly and accurately. Tufin's integration with Cortex XOR breaks down silos and allows network and security operations teams to seamlessly share critical information. Security policy information, topology mapping, and violation information can all be automatically queried through Cortex XOR playbooks, placing this essential information at the fingertips of security teams during a potential incident. When network containment is required, security operations can automatically submit a change request to the appropriate network team. All changes are automatically audited and continuous compliance can be assured throughout the lifecycle of the incident. Here we see an example of a policy search query performed through Cortex XOR. Any policy attribute can be used as a search parameter, allowing for advanced policy queries to fit a variety of security use cases. Next we see an example of a network topology query. Topology results are available in both JSON for automated processing and image format for human consumption. Finally, here's an example of a change request being submitted directly from the command line of the war room. Firewall change request and server decommission requests can be submitted automatically via playbook automation or manually through multiple input methods. Before we end, let's take a quick look at Tufin's extensive partner ecosystem. In addition to security enforcement solutions, Tufin integrates with a wide variety of enterprise security and operations products covering a multitude of use cases. This ecosystem includes ITSM, IPAM, vulnerability management, SIEM, and more, allowing enterprises to incorporate Tufin's network visibility and automation across their solution stack and expand Tufin's capabilities with third-party information sources. The result is increased efficiency and collaboration, more accurate manual and automated decisions, and an overall reduction in risk. Thanks for taking a few minutes to learn how Tufin and Palo Alto networks work together to increase your security and compliance across the hybrid enterprise. For more information, please visit our website at the link shown here or contact your Tufin sales representative.